assignment must not get delayed.
Wait, you two! Just a moment, please. You're the Traveler in Paimon, right? I thought... It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the Academia. You're friends with Sino, right? Currently, Sino is out investigating a case involving smuggled canned knowledge. It's been days since we've last heard from him.
Oh no. Do you think he's in trouble?
Well, to be completely honest, it's pretty hard to imagine anything that could pose a threat to Sino. But since we haven't heard from him, we're starting to suspect that the case might be more complicated than we had originally thought. Word has it that you two are brave, smart, and extremely capable adventurers. Do you think you could lend us a hand and help investigate the smuggling?
Alright, since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. Sino suspected that there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And, unfortunately, most people have yet to read. Rumors also, last we heard from...
Sounds like we better go look for him. Come on! Sino! There you are! We finally found you!
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence. But I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat some other time.
That's right! Nabil asked us to come and check on the situation.
So Nabil told you about this? Divulging my location without authorization. I'll let it slide for now. This isn't the time for that. I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information. Long story short...
Whoa. Alright,
this all you...
What difference does it make? If you see something you...
They've been cracking down on us lately.
What does the... I don't see any real gems in this batch.
150...
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It's Sino! When's he ever gonna let up?
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Dun dun! Not so fast! You can't escape!
What is this? He's got... I don't like the looks of this.
It's over. It's not...
Huh?
Just like the others I've caught. All right. I have what...
well...
And when is the...
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received... The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which...
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. I suspect who's ever run... When you were trying to...
Are you kidding? But here we are.
These small fries are the... If only we had another...
Huh?
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd... That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Sino meet...
I see. Anyway, if you manage to learn anything, you... And as for you...
Okay, I got it.
Hey! What's with the attitude?
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller. We don't need to think about it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway. I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished. All right, Traveler.
Ha! You think you can...
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connect... If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the Palace of Alcazar's... I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention. No idea. Sorry, I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up. Sounds like we came all this way for nothing. Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself. Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made. Then why does the Academia prohibit selling canned knowledge? Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge. Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects? Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is. The Court of Desolation? What's that? Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation. Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction. Now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for. I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit! That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for Little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 mora.
What? That's super expensive!
No need to worry, little one. Sino's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open. I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid, and I can only imagine the funds he's allocated for investigations. Oh, maybe I should charge him more.
We'd better get going. If Dory keeps at it, we'll be out of mora. We got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins, so the Academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the Academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead. Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them. That's why some continue. Do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate.
Huh?
That's right. Don't worry.
That's Sino for...
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would...
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back. You must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. And as for you two, why bother sticking your nose?
That's right! We won't just...
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My employer said... On top of that...
Is that so?
Sorry.
That's going enough. New punching bag.
Everyone hold hands!
Surrender!
Let's light it up! Adventure! Off we go!
You are not welcome here today!
Illusion shattered!
This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it. Let's get out of here.
No need. Even if we apprehend them, I apologize. You should be careful for...
Wait, hold up!
You'd be surprised. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for... Yes. I was carrying my superior...
Whoa!
He survived with a His name is Taj... Anyway.
Paimon will sail!
Good.
Scatter! Skyward! Skyward!
I'm out of here! Make my escape.
Skyward!
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off.
We still have a long... Of course. Just try to stay... Take one step.
Just look around.
Watch out.
Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Let's light it up! There is no escape! Rain outlines you!
Whew. Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. They were raised by someone. Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are? Stay still. Here's the answer. It must...
Huh? What?
A miniature but this device...
Whoa!
I probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with... It was a frantic fight.
Well, good...
Let's keep heading to the...
Adventure time! Off we go!
They're back again! How many of them are there?
Let's light it up! Shine down! Huh? Off we go!
Weird. Is this where the auction is? Yeah.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. But even so,
Aw, what?
we searched the area.
All right, let's...
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible that... But don't worry. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then. They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them. Once they think we've left...
Hope! Okay, we'll start ahead.
Yes. And don't worry.
Off we go! Adventure time! Off we go!
Ugh, so tired. We've probably... It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Sino's finally found some leads.